It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. Next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
It's the Battle of the Beltway. Baltimore and Washington are underway. And just shutting him off there. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here's the first drive for the Ravens. And at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he's worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
In motion, Aguilar. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Runs over him. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and a yard. To throw is Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. This complete left side to Aguilar. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Commanders make their way out on offense for the first time here. And it's the rookie Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick, leading the way.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, 1 possession, 1 drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. In the quarter.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. It's caught and the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Bars does a really good job there picking up a new set of downs, and he continues to build off his impressive rookie campaign and saw him record over 850 yards on the year. His competitiveness allows him to make a lot of what we call combat catches, taking balls away from defenders.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage, and it was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw again is Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion left, Bateman. Following the fumble recovery, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
In motion, Aguilar. Now it's Jackson. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Here's Daniels. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is, and oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. In motion left, Bateman. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get... And he loses the football a second time. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
In motion left, Bateman. Jackson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chin.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson getting set for this next drive. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
That's to McKay. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the fourth quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. A first down carry for Henry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They keep it with Henry on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.